fucking dumb. Alright, hang on.
Well, that's the fifth time I've heard that today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, you pissed some people off today? Good job.
Yeah, 4 times for myself.
Alright, you guys see what I'm seeing now?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so, like, if Naruto, like, did it that one jutsu he did against him, he's beating all these people. He's beating her. Fucking, what the... Why the fuck is she over him?
I don't know. Ken made it.
Ken!
Hello.
Like, this chick...
Superior hand-to-hand battle.
Bro, like, I don't even remember that much about it. Doesn't she use, like, genjutsu and sound?
No, sound, but no genjutsu.
Yeah, she uses genjutsu and sound.
Okay.
She was able to fight off Sakura. That's why I have her above just superior hand-to-hand. Realistically, I just don't like that.
Wait, but I'm trying to remember. Okay. You have oh, I see what you're doing now. So that's fine. This is fine so far. Great. I didn't even know you had this version of Naruto in there. But tuning exams, Naruto, you think that man loses to this bitch?
Tuning exams can't utilize the chakra
Oh,
and
the
the
nine
bones to the
tails?
same. Yeah, he can't use the cloning jutsu to the same extent that he does later on.
True.
There is,
I don't know, bro. I don't think he loses to Ken, though. Like, even if she places him in, like, a genjutsu thing or whatever, like, yeah, she can go and fucking try to hurt him. But the moment she does damage, she's snapping out of it. And I don't think she's killing him or beating him. Like, I don't know. It's fine, though. It's not a big deal. What's it called? That Naruto makes sense. Shotting gun.
Before you get there, Doni Minato did get moved up, so when you get to him, I'll let you know where he is and on the left now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I made him do
This shotting gun Sasuke is strong, but like, okay, well, during this Naruto, no, that's actually fine because this is the Sasuke and Haku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's actually fine. If I was referring, like, if it was, like, Naruto, like, during this same time input as well, and he does the same feat as this Naruto, he's beating Sasuke. What's it called? But that's fine. And then if it's 9 tails Sasuke, or Naruto, then he loses too, but it's whatever. That's the only reason why, like, see, if I were to, like, start this off and do Naruto, like, I'm putting into consideration, like, overall. So you would have to, like, do different versions, which that'll be fine. But where's your QB Naruto at? Oh, he's all the way up here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good. I was wondering. I was making sure. Okay.
Look, I'm insane.
What the fuck?
I'm not stupid.
Part 1... Bro, why is this man over Sasuke?
Which one?
Choji.
Choji? Which Choji?
This Choji. I'm showing it on my screen.
Well, I was away from my screen. I had to fix my TV. It decided to break. Oh, again, just overall general, just taijutsu capabilities. I can't see... Naruto has all those shadow clones he can make, but I can't imagine him throwing his bodies in front of that Choji's human boulder being able to stop it.
Well, you think Choji's beating Sasuke with the shotgun gun?
At that point in time, yeah, because at that point in time, they don't have the chakra control or anything like that. Barely.
Well, this Sasuke, he does have chakra control. He already did all the tree climbing and everything. He becomes so good at where he's even able to beat multiple Zabuza water clones, which they even compliment and
he's
say,
below that, Cody.
Huh?
Never mind. That's Blue and Tomo. No, because that would be Land of Wave.
Like if you're talking about, yeah, but this Sasuke though, he awakens the shotgun gun in the Land of Waves, during the Haku thing. Like this one, he doesn't have the shotgun gun.
Yeah, but that's the second.
No, you're right.
I'm just saying, if you're talking about Choji with pills, then yes, that's fine. But no pills, don't know about
That
that.
Choji wouldn't have pills because they have the pills on the list later on.
So why is Ino and Sakura over Sasuke?
Because that would be them. So there's only the one Sakura and Ino in this.
Yeah.
So that's actually Sakura and Ino at the very end of the series as well. So that would be Sakura after she already has some of Tsunade's training as well.
I don't see her being.
So that's not.
like
So that's not just like Sakura in the tuning exams. That would be her like after like during like the 4th season during that filler arc.
Yeah, but even if
training and
like
punches.
Yeah, no, I get that. But even if like Sakura, like with that training, she's only really doing training of medical ninjutsu. It's not that she's like her body is getting more powerful or anything like that. And she doesn't have like that crazy strength yet. Like, even if it's this Sasuke when he first awakens his Sharingan.
But she should have actually.
Like,
yeah.
Like, I think he would still be able to beat her because he'd be able to read all her movements. Like, unless you think she's faster, and everything and whatnot than this Sasuke and etc. and can, then I guess. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, Sakura just stays the same throughout. Like, she doesn't really get that power until Shippuden, bro.
But Batman, she should have the strength based on the flashback against Sasori. Like, that's part 1 Sakura training.
Well, if she does, that's fine. But if she, like, I'm just saying, why Ino though? Same thing, like just scales over.
Yeah, again, that's just very end. Well, that's why they're not at Sasuke.
Okay.
I don't think once Sasuke gets stage 2 Sharingan in the story, they definitely don't have the ability to fight him off. But I do think they could probably go hand in hand with like Sharingan stage 1, like their later scaling for the series for part 1.
Gotcha.
You know, he for the most part straight up goes to Tomo 2, right? Tomo 1 isn't in the Haku. That's Tomo 2, the one eye. Because in the Haku fight, he unlocked Tomo 2. The Tomo 1, it unlocked way back when he sees Itachi.
True, yeah, true, yeah. It's fine, it's not a big deal, but, so you think Zaku's beating Sasuke as well? Is Sasuke? Like with the Sharingan? Like, because Sasuke was no joke in the rainforest, and pretty sure if it was him having to do a 1v1, he'd be able to beat him. Like, the only win con Zaku has is that one crazy-ass explosion. But
well, no, because he's also able to go hand-to-hand with Rock Lee for, like, a brief moment. Shikamaru and them are afraid to go and fight him. It takes Neji to step up to fight him. And even, like, Dasu's like, oh, yeah, we got Neji. Like, you're part of the Yuha you have the Byakugan, we got this. It, like, takes Sasuke to stand up with KCM1 for them to be like, okay, time to back up.
Well, Zaku never fought Lee, though.
Yes, he did.
He did like a Sonic to cushion Dozu. He never like traded hands with him.
He's able to fight. Yeah, he fights Rock Lee. He's able to disorient him and everything once
No, Dozu did, not Zaku.
Well, Zaku does too, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember that.
No, Dozu doesn't. Dozu get clapped.
Dozu fights Rock Lee. I remember that. And then he's about to get killed by Rock Lee. He does a cushioning attack and saves him. But he never fights Rock Lee. Because after that, Dozu does his another move to like fuck with Rock Lee's ears and shit. He never trades. If he tried to fuck around, he would have got fucked up.
Oh, no, you're right. I just misremembered that one then. I
No.
it was.
Yeah. And you're fine. It's not a big deal. But like this, I don't know, bro. I still don't think he's beating Sasuke. Because the way I see it, like, unless you want to just imply that he's just like scaling at like a higher point during the the Forest of Death story, and this and this is just like the Haku Sasuke, which you could obviously imply like what I mean, like Sasuke needs to he'll train whatever, he gets stronger, and so I guess then that'll be fine. But like I'm thinking of like the Forest of Death Sasuke, not this one, 'cause that's when he's fighting Orochimaru and he gets like another he gets stronger. But like I think he would be able to beat him. The only way I could see Zaku losing to him or winning is if he does like his crazy air cannon and he didn't do like a substitution or shadow clone, you know, and wasn't able to get out in time. Then yeah, he's done. But that's just that though. I don't know. But
considering that I was misremembering it, I definitely think it's worth moving him down. But I do think it's worth keeping in the fact that they were all convinced that they'd even be able to take on like a clan member.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be wrong. I do think that that's something to keep in mind.
Bro, you got 10-10 over. Damn.
Again, there's only the one 10-10 on there.
How dare you? How dare you? Okay. What is this guy?
I know, right? How dare you hate 10-10? I mean,
this guy. Okay. Konohamaru. The fuck? You put Shippuden Konohamaru in this bitch?
Rasengan.
Bro, he should be higher then. That's like during. That's like during Shippuden.
Yeah. Outside of the Rasengan, I don't know what else he has. I didn't feel comfortable putting him on fire.
Because he was able to like perform very well against Shippuden Tamari, and that would make him way over a lot of people in the beginning of Naruto. But anyways,
he lost Shippuden Tamari?
Yes. Anyways, he slammed a fucking Rasengan at her shit and literally would have killed her if Shikamaru didn't fucking intervene. And he created like a big ass explosion because she was talking shit about Naruto. And because she said, I was expecting more out of you. Bro, you never seen that? What the fuck? Hey, baby! Wow! What you doing?
Who is that?
He got like so like excited when I called his name. Do you see my screen though?
Molly destroyed him. What?
I got you.
I'm on the fight right now.
Oh, you're watching? Okay. He would have killed her with the Rasengan though. Like Shikamaru does state after that Tamari would have actually won if they did hit, but I don't know, bro. From seeing what that Rasengan did, like, but that's all I'm saying. Like from
Shikamaru with that shadow stretching jutsu, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. All I'm saying, like, from that alone, he should definitely scale higher. But anyways,
he definitely has the potency to do it, but it looked like Tamari was definitely about ready to smack him away. And even then, like, she was out of battle mode. She thought the fight was done. She was walking away. He started running in the trees. He was Spider-Man for a full second.
Yeah. Naruto.
I don't know.
Hold him on like his bottle.
Okay. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Oh. Wait, come here, you. Alright, let me see. Okay, so you have Naruto there, tuning exams, that's fine, great.
This Dr. Pepper is mine. Okay, don't touch it.
That's fine.
Warning, Topaz is kind of high on this list.
Yeah, right. Kibo? This man's washing him up?
He did. The only reason why Naruto won that fight was he farted.
Well, yeah, but the only reason, technically, Kiba did very well because he was like handicapped. Like, this man got sealed by Orochimaru, was basically nerfed, you know, was having harder to manipulate chakra and all that, and fucking, I'm just saying, like, he was kind of like handicapped in that fight against him. But this Naruto, like, is not sealed. Like, Jiraiya releases the seal. He has access to the QB. Can do crazy, way more shadow clones than he did originally against him. Like, I don't know about all that.
It still should theoretically. That's the thing over Pain is also just kind of a very deadly jutsu.
Yeah, but a weaker Naruto tanked that. Like, twice.
He didn't tank it. He got knocked down pretty badly. Like, if you think his durability is definitely a lot higher than sure I could see Naruto winning that fight, but he doesn't have higher durability, I can't see it.
Gotcha.
Because he was also kind of speed blitzing him in that form as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's your opinion on that?
I think Loki is still cooking.
Oh shit.
Cooking.
Oh no.
I'm here. I'm just.
Do you think Kiba beats exams, finals, Naruto? I don't think that's happening, bro.
No, and even like that's exam final.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he should scale over as well, and like he's just more powerful because he's not having that handicap from what Orochimaru did to him.
Yeah, but that's even the fucking one that Gaara, right?
Yep, exactly. That fucked up Gaara.
Oh, there's no way.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That Gaara one is on this list, so that one's separate.
Okay, you have another version. Okay, I see him.
Because that one I'm counting Gamabunta and the Nine-Tails chakra as well.
Okay, so this one you're only counting just shadow clones.
Yeah.
He would still be able to beat him because he can do way more shadow clones than he could when he first fought Kiba.
Yeah, but his shadow clones aren't as durable as he is. I think that the Fang over Fang would still be able to rip through them.
Yeah, true, but I don't know. I think he could be able to pull it off. What's it called? And then not only that, he was like that seal did nerf him. It fucked up his chakra control and everything. Like his ability, like it was that kind of fucked him.
That's fair.
But that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I just think he would still win.
That's fair.
So it's this Sasuke versus just Shadow Clone Naruto. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, actually, hang on. No, yeah, that's fine. That's great. Okay, Dozu. The fuck? You got this man over Sasuke?
I think he'd be able to be fast enough to get the sound off. I think he'd be smart enough to know to use his sound abilities to knock that Sasuke off. Just because he knows he's hiding in Uchiha.
Okay.
And the only other character to we know to have been able to kill him has been Amakar. And Rock Lee without did he have his weight during that fight? No, I need to go look up that fight again.
Well, Rock Lee had his weights on. Rock Lee shitted on Dozu though. Like Rock Lee shit on him, Sasuke. He would shit on.
He did use the primary look.
Yeah. I feel like Sasuke could probably be able to win that because Sasuke, he's a good fighter. You know, with substitution, everything. You know, you name it. And then if Naruto is doing his shadow clones, his sound can affect an area. But like, I feel like with him having a bunch of shadow clones there, they'd just be too much for Dozu, and he eventually would get overwhelmed. But that's just me.
I can agree with that.
That's fine though.
I am counting Sharingan for that as well.
You can take it back when I'm done feeding you. Come here.
Mommy. Let me see him. Turn him. Hey, baby. What you doing?
Oh, he farted.
Yeah, he does that. Hey. All right. Let's see what else you got. Eventually, I was gonna do like some reaction videos to like some people doing these. I think Swagkage did one. I don't remember.
I did one, and the list was terrible. So
I was gonna do one eventually for myself too, but that was gonna, so I was gonna do like basically it would take so fucking long to review every fucking character and really like be as honest as possible as you can be. Like, the best way to kind of do these things is to, you can look into it briefly, whatever, and then utilize your memory. But, and what I mean by that is, if I were to do this, I'd make one first just going off my memory and looking over everything briefly. But the second time I would do it would be me having to, look at everything. You know what I mean? Just look at all of it and then finally rank them to have, a more integrity implied. Right? Just to have more integrity being implied. But eventually I'm going to do this on my own. It'd be pretty cool to do. I might just do part one, then Shippuden, you know what I mean? And then I'll do one with all, or just do, I don't know, fucking know. We'll see. We'll see.
Actually, I think doing it from like the arcs would be a fun idea. That way you can get multiple videos out of it and just do it at your own pace.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, let's get back on track. Fucking Obito. I don't know about this because it's really fucking hard to scale Obito, dude.
I am counting the Sharingan in that, and he was able to fight off some elite Jonin.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, I forgot about it. He was able to react and everything, and because this Sasuke did pretty well against Orochimaru.
Not really.
He still did pretty good.
It took like Naruto to come back in him.
Yeah, it was like I know, but it was like a heavily like holding back Orochimaru, but he still did pretty good to where he was able to pin him down and do like a flame dragon on his ass. But obviously if Orochimaru was like going full at it, he would have fucking killed Sasuke. But
easily. That man
like Obito,
Obito
is strong, and he did fight against those elite ninja. But like then again, like if you really think about it, you know, Naruto and Sasuke, they, you know.
Well, he was trained by Naruto. I feel like that has to count for something.
True. This is fine. This is fine because, like, when you analyze like the Jonin, like even like during this time period, you know, with Naruto, Sasuke, they're strong. They're not like weak. You know what I mean? Like these guys, like it was him and somebody else. I can't remember. It was him and another Jonin that fought against the Sound 4, and they all had to go to their Stage 2, CM2 forms in order to beat just 2 Jonin.
Kimimaru.
Yeah. What's it called? Which is crazy impressive. So just kind of goes to show that, you know, even though you may think they're fodder ninja or whatever, but they, you know, they are elite in Jonin for a reason, you know? So, like, that's fine. I could see what you're saying.
Yeah, but the thing with Obito overall, the power gap is fucking crazy. Like here he is 12, 13. 1 year from now, he's like high Jonin, low Kage level, at least. 1 year.
He's got like Hashirama cells then.
Yeah.
Well,
Kakashi, yeah, he was a badass. Yeah, he's definitely, that's fine.
Man, the Shigori.
I don't really remember that much about these two idiots. But they're elite ninjas, that's fine. That's fine.
Honestly, I just threw them on there. Any reasoning is out the window. There are no
these are fine. And now I'm gonna be honest. I do think Kakashi would beat these people, dead ass. But
I can live with that. I just smacked
Jonin Kakashi. He would have given him a good fight. I mean, he'd be, but I feel like he would win that still. Kakashi, he was a Jonin at this age, while they're way older and they're finally Jonin. Like, he could be able to give him a run for his money, you know. And is this Sharingan Kakashi? Oh no, Sharingan Kakashi's up there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. And with the Sharingan, he definitely just beats them.
I feel like he would be able to beat these guys. That's just me though.
At that point, he can
maybe this guy, it'd be hard because of his crows and shit and everything. But then again, Kakashi has smelling, all that, and you name it, like he'd be fine.
Well, he has the Sharingan. He'd be able to track that down.
Yeah. Baki, he is really strong. What's it called? Could Kakashi pull it off with this guy?
Hibaki? Yeah, just one Shikidori.
Well, I'm not counting Sharingan. I'm just talking about this one. That'd be close. I don't know. It could go either way with these two. But it's interesting. Kakashi whooping his ass. Shikamaru. Kakashi beats Shikamaru too.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. Remember, there's even a statement where it says, like, Kakashi has greater intelligence than Shikamaru, the smell of Kiba, and a better usage of the Sharingan compared to Sasuke. Like,
yeah, but that would have been adult Kakashi. I don't know if that counts for that Kakashi.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like in Kakashi, he is very fucking intelligent. So, like Shikamaru's only thing is intelligence, while he has intelligence, skills, taijutsu, you name it. Like, so
arguing about what Kakashi to use, because Kakashi with the Sharingan up there. You see him? Yeah, they're right there.
No, I know, but I'm still saying that he would probably still be able to beat Shikamaru too, though. CM1 Sasuke.
That's the Force of Death one, the one that can't really utilize him without his body being destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. He claps that Kakashi too. This is fun. Yeah, that's great. That's fine. This would be interesting though. Like,
yeah.
I feel like Naruto would still take it because he's just a monster with the Kyuubi and he just gets stronger. Like, but he would fight pretty well against Naruto, do their thing, whatever. But then eventually, Naruto would beat him.
Well, again, that Sasuke can only hold that form for so long, and then it just destroys his body. Like looking at and
that too. Yeah, so exactly that kind of plays him as well.
Well, Naruto theoretically, when he's in that form, he actually should be healing. If that makes sense.
You don't think these two can't beat her?
She was able to go hand to hand with Orochimaru way better than they were able to. And she also does have a curse mark, which she could theoretically utilize to the KCM1 form.
No, you should get one that says
That is
not
true,
KCM1,
but I don't know if she
yes,
can. I don't know. I don't think she would use the curse marks. I think she made it very clear she would never utilize it. Or
I don't know if she has a choice. It's kind of like how Sasuke didn't really have too much of a choice on that one.
Like with curse mark, maybe to beat Naruto, probably could beat Sasuke, but without, I think these two are beating her. She just gets overwhelmed by their power and everything. And then, mind you, this Sasuke, Force of Death Sasuke, was able to do very well against Orochimaru. Because Orochimaru was holding back on this bitch and him. And he did very well and landed damage while she was going to do suicide to fucking try to deal with him. And Orochimaru said, you know that shit won't work on me, dumbass.
Well, Anko's also the only person besides the third who isn't affected by Orochimaru's fear hack.
Yeah. But it's not even. Well, I don't think he even used it. That's why.
I think that's just a passive thing, isn't it?
No, it's not a passive thing. He has to utilize that on you. What's it called? Because he didn't do that on Kakashi, passively.
Yes, he did. Well, I don't know if he did.
Not passively. Eventually, when Orochimaru threatens him, then it shows a level of fear. But it wasn't even that paralyzed, the paralyzed thing he did on him. He just basically just made him scared.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. With him with CM1, I think that would have beat her. But if she has CM1 too, then she wins. That's all I'm saying.
My biggest thing with that was basically just when I looked at it, I remember her doing a lot better against Orochimaru than they even did.
Gotcha.
And the fact that Sasuke can only hold that form for so long, and she can use a good number of Orochimaru's jutsus, I could just see her being able to squeak out the win, even if barely.
Yeah, that's fine. I think these two beat him. Naruto and Sasuke, these two would be able to beat Shino as well. Don't get me wrong, Shino's a badass, but he's getting fucking knocked the fuck out by these two. I do.
He does have those bugs which could eat the chakra, if that does anything for you.
True, but I don't even think it gets to that point. I think they just run up, speed it, and bam, beat his ass, and that's it.
Because he isn't from the Hammurabi clan, and one of those was able to poison Shishui to the point where even Gonzo could take him. I don't know. It all depends on how far you think his bugs and all that goes.
Yeah. His bugs are no joke, but I don't even think he'll be able to utilize them before they're going for the attack. And cause these two are crazy powerful when they're in that form. But I get it. Tamari, she has a very strong fucking win and everything, but it's nowhere near to where she eventually fought against them. If it's that Tamari, then you know, fucking you know what's. But see, the problem is like, yeah, these two, I think they're gonna beat her as well. She just gets overwhelmed by Naruto's QB power and everything. He just gets more stronger as well the longer you fight him. He's obviously on the time limit, but with that amount of time and everything, he would be able to beat her ass in overall. Like this man was able to beat her. I know it's further Sasuke, like finals Sasuke, but he was able to beat her without a fucking shotgun, dude. So,
that's fair.
Rock Lee, yeah, giving some respect to my boy.
You gotta respect the broccoli. I mean the broccoli.
Like, this Sasuke and this Naruto could probably be able to give Rock Lee a run for his money while in base, or maybe even weighted, or like weightless as well. But the moment Rock Lee is using gates, that's where he's kind of fucking these two up. They're getting bodied.
Yeah.
But the only problem is, even if Rock Lee fucks him up, he just heals or, you know, gets more stronger. So I don't know, man. But that's just that. That's the only reason why I would say QB Naruto would still win, because of his fucking... Just similar to Gaara, you know? Like, he would be more powerful, but he would still win the fight. Him, on the other hand,
I think
he'd get fucked.
placed kick to the back of that Naruto's head could take him out.
Yeah. Oh, you have weightless Lee over here, too. So, yeah, so, like, the fact that this is even weightless Lee... I would say they could probably be able to take it. That's just me, though.
I could see him outlasting that Sasuke, since that Sasuke doesn't have Chidori. Naruto is definitely a bit more arguable, but I think if he got a good hit to the back of Naruto's head, he could do it.
Yeah.
And he was able to, even with his weight, he was able to outspeed the Sasuke that was in the Chunin exams.
Sharingan Kakashi. That's fine. Yeah, he's gonna be doing just fine with Lee. But if Lee does the gates, though,
there's Gate Lee in there as well.
Oh, okay. So if it's that, then that's fine. Great.
Yeah, he's higher up.
Kakashi would be.
Weighted Lee.
Yeah, Kakashi would beat him as well. Anyways, so Naruto, QB Naruto, and everything. Red Chakra. Yeah,
no Gamma Bunta still.
Like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, Kakashi, that's fine.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is one of the things that was really annoying about the Narutos, is I had to not include Gamma Bunta, otherwise all the Narutos were going to be so much higher.
Yeah, for sure. Gamma Bunta's a fucking big cheat code.
Like, I refuse to put Chunin exams Naruto above Jiraiya. Just because Gamma Bunta.
I'd say this Naruto could definitely clap these guys. If he goes QB and on top of it with Chakra as well, like he did with Kimaru, he's fucking them up.
Oh.
But
maybe. I because I definitely think that Naruto got more powerful when he did at the retrieval arc than he did at that point.
No, I'm just saying this Naruto's strong. Like he can move so fast where he's teleporting and giving like Neji a run for his money and shit. You know.
Really? I thought Neji embodied him.
No, like when he was fighting against Neji with this form, he was like teleporting all around him. Neji was getting pressured and worried. He even got like overwhelmed by his power when he released it. It was like showing fear too. And then they started fighting, and then basically Naruto says you like close combat, right? And then just charges at him, and then they basically stalemate, because the whole point of Neji's rotation technique is to counter and kind of reflect that damage back to you, just where he takes less. So Naruto lost that exchange, but then Naruto did his Shadow Clone and beat him in the end.
Yeah, you're right.
But either way, like I think this with the QB chakra, not this, just a chakra, because there's a Naruto that has the eyes and the chakra, which obviously is more stronger. So, and it's hard to know.
Well, I do think that base to base, I think definitely the one that's higher up on that list is more powerful, and I think that's what's giving him the edge there.
Yeah, this one, it's fine to put this one more above this Naruto because he's like a lot of chakra, and he does technically like by visually wise has better feats compared to this QB Naruto. but you know it's whatever.
Oh, that Naruto can also really use the Ninetales chakra a lot more as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was also
this Naruto beats these two. Kakashi could be able to beat this Neji. I do believe.
See, I don't know because I was talking to Luca about that as well. One of the problems I had with that was I can't imagine Rock Lee hadn't fought Neji without his weights, and I think Neji without his weights is faster than the other characters.
Like, Neji would have lost against Lee. Like, weightlessly wouldn't be enough for Neji. He would be able to react and dodge that. It's kind of shown with Naruto with his Kyuubi cloak. But fucking Kakashi Sharingan, like, he's a Jonin already. He's very powerful. He eventually even goes into the Anbu at this point, too. And then not only that, like, with his you know, Shidori and everything.
Anbu and Kakashi.
Oh, okay. But, like, I don't know. I feel like this, because he has a Shidori and everything, I do feel like that would be able to go through Neji's thing. Like, unless you want to argue and be like, Neji would reflected him out, so meaning Kakashi would still take more damage than Neji, but it's either he goes through Neji's rotation thing and fucking kills him, or Neji, you know, its technique does what it's supposed to do, and he gets fucked instead. It's one or the other, but... Or
he sidesteps it.
But then again, you gotta remember this Kakashi's a Jonin and he's as a kid. Like, just saying. But
yeah, you're right. My thing was like, because even with Sasuke with the two tomos was struggling with Rock Lee with his weights.
Mm-hmm.
And weightless Rock Lee should just be faster than that. I don't know if the speed difference is there between them. If that makes sense.
I would say he would be able to fight against weightlessly. This Kakashi too. Remember he's over here fighting against like Guy and everything too.
That's fair. Well, if you think that's true, then I could definitely see him taking out Neji all the way up to that.
Because he even has like taijutsu exchanges with Guy. Even though Guy is overwhelming him now, I don't know if Guy is wearing weights when he was overwhelming him. But you know, Guy was, even though he was technically winning that and beats him in a taijutsu exchange. Like, eventually Kakashi utilizes his ninjutsu and all that in substitution and was able to get behind him and choke him and put him to sleep. And it just basically shows he wins the fight. And then when they fought in the tuning exams, he also won in the tuning exams as well against Guy. And Guy is literally basically the same as Lee, but would arguably be stronger at that point too. In comparison, I would say, but I don't know.
I mean, if that's true, then he definitely has that win against Neji.
But I don't know, like... yeah, that's fine. Gaara and Neji, that's fine. Like, if... Like, this is, like, a topic that would be interesting to kind of, like, really try maybe look more into and everything, but I feel like with Gaara's sand, like, he'd be able to dodge and deal with it, and then, you know, utilize, like, his chakra to kind of fight against the sand, probably even be able to cut through it maybe, too, but then again, like, he's going to need speed, you know, to fight, to land attacks and whatnot, and I would say that he could definitely probably require weightless Lee's speed.
See, the problem there is I don't think weightless Lee was actually able to beat Gaara. I think he was just caught off guard that there's somebody who was that fast.
It's interesting, this. It's either he gives Gaara a run for his money and can land attacks, which if he lands attacks, that can be really a big problem because he can, you know, hit his chakra points and all that and whatnot. Unless you think his armor sand would prevent that somehow.
Nah, because Gentle Fist kind of is what's needed to. Gentle Fist was made to bypass physical durability. So I feel like
the only character that ever had the ability to bypass Gentle Fist was his armor, this guy's armor. That's it. He's the only character stated to be able to do that. I don't think Gaara would be able to do that. So I think like Neji could be able to do pretty well against Gaara. But the problem is like when Gaara realizes he's being pressured and whatnot, then it's going to get to a point where Gaara's going to go into like his ball thing again, and Neji doesn't have anything to go through that, and he's fucked.
Yeah.
So, okay. This is interesting. This Sasuke and this Neji. Like, I don't know. Like,
I think
they both
Sasuke Shidori probably
fast.
harder than Naruto Fist.
Yeah, they're both fast. They're both really skilled, talented shinobi. Like they'll both be able to react and whatnot. Like it's either like basically they fight, and then Sasuke realizes that Taijutsu's not really going to give him the W, and kind of learns the hard way. And then you have to resort to using Chidori, and then it's like, what do you think wins? Either his Chidori or his rotation,
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, one of the things that I find really annoying, why didn't Sasuke ever utilize his Sharingan genjutsu?
That's a good question. It's either he just wasn't that great at that time during Part 1 Naruto, or I don't know. It's a good question, but yeah, he never does it in Part 1 Naruto. It's just weird. And he knows about it.
Yeah, so you get my problem. Like, that's just an inherent ability of the Sharingan, regardless how good he is. Like, the fact that he never tried is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So he just starts spinning.
Now, it's fair to argue that he could be able to do Genju. It's just he never did it. Not once the beginning of Naruto. So it's like if you're arguing like an in-character fight, no. But if you're...
Oh, no, I'm not arguing he would. I'm just trying to figure out why he never did.
Yeah.
Because he should have it.
That's a great question. I don't know. It's... there's no issue of saying that he could be able to do it, though, either. Like, that's not a problem. Like, so if you're just sitting maybe arguing, I ask for, like, a bloodlusted fight or just anything goes type of battle, then he could be able to do Genjutsu, and that could be a problem for Neji. So... But anyways, at least with what we know in character and everything, like... It can go either way, in my opinion, these two. It really can.
Well, to be fair, that trio right there between Neji, Gaara, and Sasuke, it's definitely a tight trio where
it's tough, but like it can go either way. You know what I mean? Like it's either he pierces through Neji's ultimate defense, which is also called another absolute defense, or his rotation, like what it's stated to do, will give him more damage and backlash, and he still loses no matter what. Kind of similar to what happened with him in Naruto. But then again, one thing I will say, this Neji, even though he did beat that Naruto when he did rotation, he got really fucked up as well. And that was just from a kunai with Kyuubi chakra. So imagine Chidori, like, I don't know, bro. I think his Chidori might actually go through his rotation. I don't know. But that's just
part of the reason why I have him higher, just because I could imagine
because like if he struggled against a Nine Tails chakra kunai, which don't get me wrong, it is the Nine Tails, you know what I mean? But Chidori is fucking strong, and I know damn well Chidori would have went through a Nine Tails kunai. At least that's just more believable to me, but whatever. These guys, okay, that's fine, that's understandable. I do think maybe not this, but this Naruto, which you see him in Kimaru as well, would fuck these guys up, so that's fine. Yep, that's correct. So, like, I guess if it's just that, yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. I'm surprised he didn't have this guy in the top, because when I watched through the manga or read it again, it was more implying it that he was the weakest, second weakest, strongest, second strongest. From what from my memory, I don't know. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong in that.
For me, it's a distance thing.
Gotcha.
Sakura and Yuka are pretty powerful, but that guy was able to get really.
But now thinking about it, like, because I could have sworn I saw things where it was basically saying that these two were stronger than these two, like statements and whatnot. But then if you really analyze their abilities and you don't really like believe too far into that and think they're kind of close to each other and whatnot, then yeah, with his abilities and strategizing, he could be able to deal with him. He'd have a fucking problem. Same thing with him.
And Sakura and Yukon, because one of his biggest things is he can make it a 2-on-1 fight.
Now yeah, exactly. Now her Genjutsu is a fucking problem. But then again, his thing, I think he could be able to break him out though, because there's two of them,
Well, she can make it a 4-on-2 fight.
True. Yeah. You know, she would beat these two. That's fine. I think she would also beat him too. That's just me.
I think the only reason why he's higher up is because I could see him getting far enough away and launching an arrow before she's able to before she utilizes the actual.
And she couldn't even find Shikamaru too. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, that's good. I don't know. This Shikamaru and Kiba, I feel like would lose to this Naruto and this Sasuke. That's just me, though.
That's Shikamaru, maybe, but that Kiba has that really big version of the wolf thing over thing, which was able to rip through a Rashomon gate.
Oh yeah. He's crazy powerful, but he has the problem with Kiba though is he has to land the urine first, and then also, then transform and everything. And I feel like Sasuke will be able to whip out Chidori and get him before he even does all that. But if he does that and does that move, he is killing Sasuke. He's not tanking that shit.
And he also should be able to fight the people that CS1 states of the Sound Ninja 4, and they were able to fight that Sasuke off.
I don't know. I think he would fuck him up though because he's just so fast and strong. That's just me. He would fuck these two up. They wouldn't be able to do anything. Sasuke, he more than likely fucks him up as well, unless he gets tagged by the urine, then he's fucked. But yeah, that's just kind of me. But in this Naruto, the only reason why I'll say he still wins is because even if he hits him with his attack, he's just gonna heal and regenerate from the Nine Tails power, and he just comes back. That's just me. But if you don't want to count that,
that's my problem.
Huh?
He'd still have to be conscious. That's the problem. So he'd probably be able to heal, but I don't think he'd be awake after getting hit. Especially considering how badly the baseball thing was doing for him.
No, well, in the movies, in the anime, and even against the fight against Sasuke in the end, he was unconscious and he got killed many times, and Naruto still brought him back and healed him. Just saying. Like when Sasuke slammed his neck all the way from that far from up, slammed his neck into the ground, he was gone. So, but
I mean that's fair. But that would also be a stronger Naruto.
No, I know. I'm just saying. So I don't know, but either way, I don't even think it would get to the point either way because with all that chakra and teleportation speed and everything, he's gonna fuck him up before he can do anything. That's just me though. These two, whatever. Fucking green pill Choji. It's so hard to quantify him when he goes into the pills. You can quantify him to a degree, but it's really interesting. And it's only for a momentarily of amount of power. I guess it's fine for him to overwhelm, all these people. It's just for a moment, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
fun.
Yeah.
He would have to kill him in that moment, basically, and I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but that's just me. These pills are kind of like the gates, you know what I mean? Crazy power, but very risky, and if he doesn't succeed, he's fucked. These guys, yeah.
They're also very limited in that regard because they also don't last as long as the gates.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm doing a video with what if the Sound Ninja 4 had turned good. I think that'd be a fun
you
one.
You think this Neji claps this Naruto and Sasuke too? That's fine though. It's whatever. You can go either way with it. I think this Neji is the same as this one in my opinion, but what's it called? But
I think once he lets go of his ideology, it definitely gives him. Because it makes him more free, because then he's more open to losing.
Yeah.
And because he's more open to losing, he's more willing to accept any mistakes that he can make.
Yeah.
And it makes him not as open.
Sure, no, I get that.
Realistically, in a fight your way of looking at it, that's a good change. It like if you think yourself invincible, that's when you're open to being taken out. But if you know that you're flawed, then you're able to cover your flaws.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that Neji has over that Neji.
Okay.
It's basically a mental app without being a mental app.
I don't know if Naruto would be able to win against these guys with just Rasengan alone. He wouldn't need the power of the Nine Tails. Like, it's even shown with him while he's just in base to where he's able to deal with his Rasengan with ease. But that's just me. He would beat Neji, though. That's fine, unless you think, once again, same thing with Sasuke, his rotation could give him more damage and he gets fucked instead. But
well, that Naruto was able to take out Kabuto, who's stayed to be on the same level as Kakashi.
Yeah, I know, but there was many conditions, and Kabuto is just being a little fucking. He's just talking so much shit. He's just being very arrogant and underestimating him the whole time, and he was fucking him up. And then Kabuto basically went to like just go kill him, like to think he wouldn't be able to do anything, and Naruto just grabs the kunai and is willing to be stabbed, and then is able to hold on to him, and then he can land the Rasengan. So, but like if it really came down to him fighting Kabuto and Kabuto was not bullshitting, he would have killed Naruto. Because even while Naruto hit him with the Rasengan, he was able to still tag him and almost killed him. But it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's great. Yep, that's fine. Because when he does his CM... Actually, I don't know. This is fine, because like when he goes into CM1, he eventually creates an opening and then just fucking slams a Chidori into Naruto. But like, if Naruto had his Rasengan out and he was going, I think it would still stalemate. But that's just me. Because like Sasuke even states like, I don't want to do it. I don't have to want to deal with another stalemate again or whatever. Because wind is stronger than lightning. We know that. And the Rasengan is more powerful than Chidori or Raikiri. But if you add enough chakra, you can be able to at least either stalemate it or maybe beat it. You know what I mean? That has been shown over and over in Naruto. Which is why he's always normally stalemating while Naruto's either holding back, or even if he does a full power one, as long as he adds enough chakra, then he can stalemate or whatever. Well, actually, no, if he does full, then he would beat. But either way, like that's the whole reason with Chidori and Rasengan. So he literally had to create an opening in order to fucking to get rid of Naruto. To stab him at least. So, which that's fine. Because, you know, he's smarter and everything, and he was able to beat that Naruto, so that's fine. I don't know, bro. I think Gates Lee could be able to body her.
Gates Lee is higher.
CM Sasuke, especially CM1, would probably be able to beat her as well, and Kankuro. Naruto, he would get hit and fucked up by Tamari's thing, but then this happens, so she loses, but whatever. If we're just talking about him, then yeah, he gets fucked up by her. That's fine. Choji Yellow Pill, okay.
You know, the one that's multi-continental and moves at light speed?
Yeah, exactly. So he beats everybody. What's it called?
Stronger than Madara confirmed.
Mm-hmm. This is fine, because Choji gets crazy when he starts using the yellow pill and the red pill. Now, I'm going to be honest, like, if he was fighting against Gates Lee, he's not landing that attack, and he's just going to waste it.
Oh, no, that's why Gates Lee is still higher.
Yeah. And then I think he would be fast enough to... It's either he gets hit and he's fucked, or he dodges it, but that makes sense. That's fine because he is huge when he fucking slams on the ground.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's understandable. Rock Lee Retrieval Arc. Yep, that's fine. This Lee wouldn't be able to beat Gara still, though. That's the only problem. Like, he did very well against Kimimaro with just a drunken fist, but like, or even in base, he was doing very well against Kimimaro, which obviously we know Kimimaro would fucking shit on him. But like, fucking, he was gonna lose to Kimimaro anyways, you know. Like, he was doing very well, but then starts getting beat. And then says, let me use medicine. And then he starts kind of pooping on Kimimaro, and then Kimimaro goes into his CM1 to deal with him.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive. Because Kimimaro is no joke. That's fine. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Yep, this Naruto is crazy powerful with chakra in the eyes. He shits on all of them. You think Zabuza beats this Naruto?
I think the only reason why that Naruto beat Haku is because Haku had been weakened by the fact that he'd been using the Ice Mirrors for as long as he did.
Okay. I don't know. I think Naruto with the QB and chakra and everything, because even Zabuza, like when Naruto first does this, like he starts like figuring, he's like, wait a minute, this chakra it's so massive and sinister. Like, is it Kakashi? No, it's too big to be Kakashi. Who is it? So like, it's clearly implying that this guy at this point, you know, he has more chakra than Zabuza and everything. He's getting powerful, and I don't know, bro. I think he's clapping Zabuza, but.
Realistically, I think it all depends on how you think the Kakashi would be able to handle him. Because I do think Kakashi is relative to Zabuza, and Kakashi seemed like he was
like
pretty.
Kakashi.
He was just like, okay, I need to go now so I can go deal with this for a while.
Yeah, and he did believe he could be able to deal with Kakashi. Would be able to deal with him to a degree, but like he would have to immediately seal him as soon as possible, you know, like or something.
Yeah, but I feel like if he felt like he could, I feel like if Zabuza was smart enough with his execution ability, he might be able to get the win.
I don't know. I feel like this Naruto, he's a beast, bro. Like, he gets really strong. Like, whenever he goes in this mode, he basically just does not lose. You know what I mean? Until it gets to the point where it's like, you know, Sasuke and all that, or Kimimaro, but it's interesting. I don't know. Like Kakashi, I don't think Kakashi's losing that Naruto. He would use his intelligence and deal it and figure out something, but Zabuza, he's strong, but I don't know, man. What the fuck is his sword gonna do against Cuban? Like, I don't know. That's just me. But that's fine. Kakashi, yep, that's fine. That's fine. I know why you did that. The only thing I will say, though, with this is...
there is one specifically with the Sharingan, if it makes you feel any better.
The only thing I will say this is, like, if Kakashi's doing... Okay, this is without shotting. I just realized what you did. Yeah, no, he gets clapped. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Well, you put him above Zabuza, though?
The only way that we know that Zabuza was able to beat him was with surprise attack, and then he immediately goes to the Sharingan just to get that fight done with.
No, he was already using the Sharingan when he was fighting Zabuza.
He pulls it out after he gets out of the water bubble, but I think that's because he wanted to get the fight over with, not necessarily because he was weaker. Because he was able to fight him off in the mist without the Sharingan.
Yeah, like he does beat Zabuza and everything, but I'm just saying, like, he had the Sharingan activated. He was fighting against Zabuza. Zabuza did his mist, doing all that. They're doing their thing, and then eventually he gets put in the water prison, and then he gets out, you know, because that whole situation, and then he just shits on Zabuza, but with like copying his moves and shit. But that's fine because this was stated multiple times that Haku was stronger than Kakashi during this time. And stronger than Zabuza. For Gaku, yeah, he's no joke. Shishui, that's fine. You can say because of Kotomatsukami. If he doesn't have Kotomatsukami, then Fugaku wins. He was he was on the level of like Minato, like the fourth Hokage. Same reputation, Wicked Eye, you know, all that. Has Susanoo. Probably has a PS, who the fuck knows, but we know he has Susanoo if he can use it. So.
Does PS stand for Perfect Susanoo?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I've been hearing you guys say that for a minute, but sitting here trying to figure out what the heck that even means, and it's just quick.
Yeah, it's just short. Instead of saying the full word, just PS.
No, I feel slow.
No. Don't get me wrong, this fucking Gar is insane. Like, crazy powerful, bro. But, like, fucking Shishui, especially with Kotomatsukami, like, no. Or better yet, if he goes into the Susanoo or does his body flicker technique, he's going to be able to deal with him. So I feel like he could be able to he would have to use Susanoo to beat him. Same with Fugaku. Then Kakashi, if he does that's without anything. Yeah, no, he gets clapped by Gaara. It's crazy as it sounds, he does. This Kakashi fucks Gaara up though. That's good. If Gaara is fighting against Kyuubi Naruto though, he would eventually win because he would just get more stronger and fucking.
I could see him beating that Naruto before I got to that point.
The Haku one, this one.
Yeah, because he could just create that. That Gaara is definitely the one that just completely filled the field with sand and then just do the gigantic sand coffin. Especially if he's fighting the Ninetales, considering how evil it feels. I can't see him playing around.
Like, he would definitely. Cause it's either he does overwhelm him and just does all his attacks on him, and then Naruto just gets, I mean, at this point, if you think he can't get any more stronger, and that's his limit, then sure, and he dies. But then again, the whole thing with the Ninetales is he doesn't want to let Naruto die because if he dies, then he dies, and he has to wait until he's reincarnated. So it's it's to the point where if we're even if it is this point, he can just get stronger and whatever, then Naruto still wins. But if you're just limited to this level of power he shows in this time, then that's fine. I get what you're saying.
Well, we do also have to keep in mind that there is a limit to how much power the Ninetales can give him, because at that point the seal was still pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he could get more powerful. I just think it's more likely that Gaara could beat that Naruto before it gets too out of hand. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the limit. I just think there's a limit to how far Gaara would allow it before.
This Naruto would lose, I think. Oh no, Gambunta. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. The only thing is, this Naruto, I think he still loses to these two though. They could just Genji to the Toad.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can agree with that.
Yeah, they would just. That's just me though, but yeah, overall he kind of collapsed all of them with the Toad. Fucking even.
Well, thinking about it, I did also make a rule for that Naruto specifically, that I had to include Gambunta, that if Naruto at any point within the fight gets taken out as well, that counts as a loss for that Naruto. So even if Gambunta is still left about, then it doesn't count if Naruto's out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it was just a reason to not have to throw that Naruto all the way up above Jiraiya.
Kamaru, that's fine. Are you talking about sick Kamaru or a healthy prime hypothetical Kamaru? That is a thing too.
Sick Kimimaro.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to do healthy Kimimaro so badly, but I don't have anything for him.
Yeah, it takes homework to do to figure out how to scale him. But this Kimimaro though, Sick-wise, definitely, yeah, I would say all that. That's great. I don't know if he'd beat Gambunta, though, bro.
He has that giant bone force he can summon, unless you think you can only do it in the KC.
True, but like I feel like if this man fucking spits a water style jutsu or just like his sword, he's fucked. He's going flying. Like he's just that toad is built different, bro.
His sword definitely, but I think he could probably survive a wind bullet. Weirdly enough, he's able to survive the sand coffin with no problem. So.
Oh yeah, which that shit was crazy and everything, but like, it's just like the water bullet or Shikaku wind bullet. You think he's tanking that too? I don't know.
I could see it. I don't think he's taking the sword. The sword's definitely taking.
It's possible.
I could see him taking the.
It's possible that yeah.
We'll see, because realistically, Gamabunta could just keep slamming that thing down on him.
Yeah, he loses still because of him.
But that's why I said that WinCon is in condition, because I could see him being able to get up to Naruto.
True, no, I get that.
Like if just Gamabunta,
if Naruto has his Kyuubi chakra and all that, you know, I mean, everything, you could still argue that he could be able to go toe to toe with this Sasuke here. There's nothing wrong with that, but because if you actually watch in the manga, it's a little bit different. It's almost the same as the anime too, but the manga base Naruto alone was actually able to fuck him up just for brief moments. It was pretty crazy. In the anime, it's just him fucking him up in base the whole time, and then until Naruto uses the Rasengan, and then that kind of stops and then goes from there. But yeah, I'm just saying. So like with this chakra and everything, he might be able to still fight against him or even maybe beat him. I don't know, but whatever.
Oh yeah, that's definitely fair. That's the thing with this list. Like, just because one character is above another, I don't think it's necessarily always going to be the same as like another character's best above another.
This CM1.
Some tight corners here.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Because like without him not having Chidori or the Sharingan, and just with the amp of the CM1, like he's strong. Don't get me wrong, but like
I'm giving that one CM1 and up to Sharingan 2.
Oh, so CM1 and Sharingan as well? So meaning with Chidori and stuff?
Because there's a Sharingan.
Okay, then that's...
So he unlocks Sharingan 3.
That's fine then, yeah. That's fine, okay. Then Itachi, yeah. Itachi fucking slaps. Damn, yeah.
But I probably should put him above Drunkly as well, realistically. That might be a mistake I'm noticing now. Ambu Itachi should be at least above Drunkly.
Yeah, he should. Even Kimamaru as well.
That's my bad.
Even Red Pill. Don't get me wrong, this Red Pill trilogy is crazy, but like Itachi, you could be able to deal with him. He would be able to deal with him as well. He'd be able to deal with these two as well. The only thing that's questionable is if you think this Itachi has the same level of speed and power as Gates Kid Lee, which if you look at it from a visual perspective, hell no. But if you like go on a narrative and like with training, power, scaling, and all that, then he should scale over this Lee. You know what I mean? And be able to shit on him, or utilize clones or whatever, or just figure out some type of, or better yet, just Genjutsu him, and that's it.
See, I don't think this Sasuke can use his Shishiно, and I don't know how well he can utilize his MS abilities. Like Tsukiyomi definitely, but Matarasu, I don't know about.
Yeah, he utilizes Tsukiyomi. He can still do that really well, and Genjutsu as well. Just normal shotting on Genjutsu, or basically can just do basic Genjutsu if he wants. He's incredible with Genjutsu, very talented, very fast. This is when he's basically at his prime too. If we're being the only thing that's not prime is what you said with Mangekyo and Susanoo. Now, what I can say is he doesn't use a Mataratsu technically until he fights against the Mizukage when he goes into V2. That's when he actually utilizes the Mataratsu. Oh, actually, no. He does it when he's fighting against Jiraiya in the fucking one thing.
the early
this is before the Akatsuki. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, he definitely has not used a Mataratsu at this point. Only Tsukiyomi. So we don't know whether if he could do a Mataratsu with Susanoo or not.
I do know by the books that there is a time period between locking your MS abilities, because it states for the Shushino you have to unlock both your MS abilities. So clearly there's at least a window between.
Well, when you have them in Gekko, you can be able to utilize the Susanoo, though.
Well, no, it says specifically in the data book that you have to unlock both your MS abilities, if I remember correctly. I can try and find that statement if you want, but...
Oh, the data books again.
The data book, and I get it, but, like, I don't know, like, I don't see the issue of him being able to utilize Susanoo if it really comes, like, if he's pushed, you know, or pressured to that point, he could probably be able to do it, because, you know, he'll use the Mataratsu. Basically, think of the same situation that happened when he was in the Akatsuki, to where he was kind of being pressured by the Musukage, and then he used Mataratsu, you know what I mean, because shit was getting heated, and then he was like, oh, wow, this is an ability that I have, nice, you know? So it's not unreasonable for him to still be able to use a Mataratsu in Susanoo if he's pushed to that point. He was never really pushed to that point at this point, and he was kind of just bodying everyone.
Fair enough. I feel like at that point it's more speculation, though, and I don't want to go off speculation if that makes sense to you.
No, I know. So if you're just going based on what he has shown and done, which meaning he can only do Tsukiyomi, Genjutsu, all that, he still has Mingekyo. He's still really fucking strong, though. And I do believe he'll be able to take all these people. Except for Shishui if he does Kodo Matsukami, and for Gaku, he's even arguable to fucking either potentially beat Itachi, because, you know, he has Mingekyo as well, Genjutsu and all that, you know, we don't even know what his abilities were. He has Susanoo, you know what I mean, so, like, I'm just saying, you know what I mean, like, he has Susanoo as well, while he's kind of still learning his shit, so even though it'd be weird, because this doesn't happen until after he dies, but either way, like, Shishui could be able to beat this version of Itachi. For Gaku, probably could be able to beat him as well. But for Gaku, the last thing we ever do have, you gotta remember, Fugaku is like rivaling the fourth Hokage. I mean, he's a candidate for the fourth Hokage, same reputation, feared, you know, Wicked Eye, Mingekyo, Susanoo. We don't know what his abilities, so we know he's strong. We just don't know.
I don't know if he's rivaling the fourth Hokage in that way. I think he's rivaling in the position way that they're both qualified to be fourth Hokage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they rival each other. It's like Tsunade was a Hokage candidate along with like Orochimaru's, but I don't think.
Yeah, but what they typically do with the Hokage, and this is kind of like a thing they've always done in Naruto, is they normally want to go with someone who's the strongest at that point. You know what I mean, or who has the best potential and capability to protect the village. You know what I mean? So like, meaning they were kind of thinking in consideration, like, all right, Minato and him, they're both really strong, talented, yada yada, you name it, like. And the fact that he was even mentioned and being compared to Minato is pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's a big deal.
I think they go over more than just power. I think they're looking at other factors, because if they didn't, then realistically, Might Guy should have been the Hokage during the first part of Naruto.
To an extent, like, yeah, if it's just like power and whatnot and everything, like, sure. But, like, I think the reason why is because they do know the gates of, like, how much it can fuck you over. And the gates are only really perfect for, like, 1v1 scenarios, not really for, like, a whole war or for, like, a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, or better yet, you know, to, like, try to protect the village at the same time, too. You know, like...
I don't know, because my guy went through a whole war with the Seventh Gate.
Yeah, he did, but, like, whenever he did the gates and shit, he was immediately, like, out of commission in the war. Like, eventually it just and then that's why he didn't even participate in most of the most important parts during the war, which if he was able to, that could have gone a long way, you know? So, like, that could be a main reason why they never really decided to go with him, you know, and for other reasons in comparison. But, like, when you're looking at Fugaku and Minato, they're both very talented, capable shinobi. You know, his Sharingan is, you know, very powerful. Minato is powerful. You know, like, they're both very powerful in their own right. And it could have gone either way, in my opinion, of who would have been selected. But since he's an Uchiha, you know, that's probably why they still went with Minato. You know.
There also is to be said that Fukaku, like, I do believe that if Fukaku was on the same level as Minato,
yeah,
he wouldn't have tried to send like a top tier C-suite to get the third Hokage. He would have just been able to do that himself.
Yeah. But like, and then the whole thing with Tsunade, like, they didn't go to Tsunade at first. They went to fucking Jiraiya. You know what I mean? They wanted Jiraiya, if anything. And we know Jiraiya would beat Tsunade. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, Tsunade's strong and everything, but like, fucking Jiraiya, you know, he's up there with her. You know, especially with the summonings and to go into Sage Mode and shit. Like, he's more likely taking that fight. Now, if you're talking about like the point where Tsunade goes into like her final form and all that, and that's a little different because she does get crazy strong. But, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know. But Jiraiya, he was definitely a better candidate to choose in comparison with her. That's just me, though.
I just think it's something fair to keep in mind that I think they look at more than just power for the Hokage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the power is an important factor, though. It is important.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, at the end of the day, you know, if it outweighs the other things they're overlooking, they will particularly go with someone who's the most popular. Like, it's kind of what they did in the Sand Village, you know what I mean? Like, so, but, yeah, no, that's just that. Anyways, so all that's fine. Like,
I just want to mention something.
Huh?
Like, regardless of the datum, I do one thing for sure, and that's you need both MS to be able to use the Susanoo. You need to have MS in both eyes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So Choji, yeah, Red Pill, yeah, this guy, he's
the data book?
He's like crazy powerful, Red Pill Choji. Like, he's no joke. 100 times, like, even though you can't really quantify to know, but he is pretty fucking crazy powerful, so that's fine. But it's like, I don't know, like, if we're talking about people like him, you know, and shit like that, like, they could probably figure out a way to, like, outlast, you know, and they'll be alright, but, you know, he is crazy.
Oh, I guess one of the things I should say is that if it's a state-exclusive version, they are starting off in that state.
Gotcha, yeah.
I guess that's something that I should have said. So, like, it's not that Choji has to go into Red Pill for that one. That's, what if Fourth Gate Lee were to fight Red Pill Choji right off the bat?
I think Lee would still, his showings are still impressive, though.
No, that's fair. I just figured I'd point that out as well. That's something I probably should have said at the beginning of this. So, like, it wouldn't be like Gaara, then he transforms into Gaara. That would just be starting off transform Gaara state.
Yeah. Could Choji be able to beat Lee? Sure, that's fine, whatever. But I think Lee would still win based on like feats in comparison. Kimaru could definitely be able to tank his shit. Definitely be able to tank Rock Lee. Like, that's not fair. Even though Rock Lee would be overpowering Kimaru, but he would just be able to eat it kind of similar to how Gaara did, and he'd be fine.
Yeah.
Fucking QB Naruto, that's fine. Yep, that's great. Even though, well, one thing I will say, that Kimaru in base was able to beat a QB Chakra Naruto. Just saying. So Naruto would need to go into
heavily more influenced one than the one that he beat.
True, and you could imply he has more chakra and he has more power, yeah, because of the situation going on, so that's fine, but, you know, if you're trying to be more fair for him, I guess, and argue, whatever, like, then you could say that he would need to go into One Tails in order to beat him, but it's fine.
Fair enough.
Fucking...
You're gonna hate where I have Tobirama in this list. I just realized that.
Yep. I was waiting for that too.
And then Sasuke, yeah, he was beating him. That's fine. He would not beat Kimaru, though. That's not happening.
I am giving him case CS1 still.
CM1? Even with CM1, like...
I just figured I'd throw that out there.
No, that's fine. But even with CM1, like, he's not beating, especially this version. Like, he would need to go CM2 in order to have a chance, and that's fine. It can go either way.
Shigori ripping through him.
I don't know, bro. like Chidori's powerful, and yeah, with him and then with his like CM1 to make it more strong. But like the fact that he said that he didn't even want to risk doing another stalemate with base Naruto's Rasengan, you know, like, and this guy has crazy AP, fucking, you know what I mean, like, and really powerful and everything, going through like a stronger Gar and shit, and you know all that other crap. Like, I don't know, bro. I think his spear would go through Sasuke. Sasuke would need CM2 in order to probably break through his bone, or it's a stalemate, or like he still be. I don't know. Like it's hard. Like that's hard, but I don't know about CM1. I don't know, but it's fine. It's not like out of this world. For all you know, he goes through him and he's dead, and he only has a fucking timer anyways. So
realistically, so far that you've made it this far into the list without being like, "What the hell's wrong with this kid?" Definitely made me happy. So.
It'll come.
It will, but we've gone at least to the halfway point, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm just going to do from here, and then I'm going to take a break, so I'm going to actually get something to eat, and then I got to do some other things. I'm going to call it a night, and I'll go over the rest of this on a different day with you guys. But Obito, yeah, that's fine. What's it called? Why the fuck is he over Obito?
That's fine. That works for me.
I'm just serious. Like, what? Like...
Oh, no, sorry. I got distracted for a brief second. All I heard you say was, we're going to stop. We'll do this later, and you got to get to me.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just going to do this line right here, just real quick. But, like, this Obito, he's definitely beating this Kakashi. Like, he won't be able to do anything against him. His Kame and Wood style, not like he's fucked. Sasuke, CM2, and Naruto, they're not doing shit either. He can only be in this for so long. Naruto just has like the one tails and shit, and his arm was already going like fucking numb, and it's kind of fucking him over for some reason, which was weird. So unless Naruto just continues to get stronger and stronger, that could be a problem for Obito. But he does have his Mangekyo Genjutsu, Wood style, Kamui. Like I feel like he would be able to beat him with no issue, easily. Ino loses to Obito. She also that's fine with these two. You could just say maybe she skills over whatever, but
I think she should at least be able to dodge Sakura's punches. She's not beating Sakura in Taijutsu, but I think she should be able to dodge her punches. That's about all I can give her.
Obito's beating these people though.
Oh, and her with version 1 was able to briefly hold back on Obito with mind transfer. It was boosted by the Nine Tails, but that's still impressive.
No, I know. But I'm just saying he's beating these people. They're going. That's fine. I see what you're doing. You're doing like the timelines scaling thing.
I believe that you in a week can beat the version of you today.
Alright, but I'm going to leave it here, like right here, to the high joning. I'm going to go eat. So I have literally not eaten a single fucking thing today. I'm surprised my body has not, like, dropped on me.
That's fair, man. That's fair, man. Go get your food.
You didn't finish the high joning, right? Stop midway.
No.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm right here, basically.
We'll save the rage for later.
Yeah, the rage.
Uh-oh.
Wait, like, you're not hopping back on. You're not hopping back on, right?
Not in the Discord. I'm gonna get back on for the stream. Oh. But like, I'm gonna just like game for a bit. Probably gonna play some Star Wars or whatever, and then. Well,
I'm tired anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna game on some Star Wars, do that for a bit, and then I might make one Naruto video for tonight, and that'll basically be it and call it a night. But what's it called? Because I should be working tomorrow. My employer is fucking pissing me off. There's some shit going on currently. It's nothing bad or anything, but it's something to where like it's preventing me from not being able to work. So I've been off for the past 2 days. And I swear to God, if I'm off a third day, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm not fucking like.
You need that money, man.
Exactly. It's like what the fuck, you know? They need to hurry the fuck up. But anyway, so I'm more likely gonna be working tomorrow because I'm gonna be shooting him a text today and be like, hey, like, still haven't heard anything from you, blah blah. Like, I really, really hope I'm working tomorrow because it's already been like fucking 2 full days of no pay and 1.5 day of no pay, and that's not cool. Like, what the fuck? I got responsibilities to take care of. So.
Your tomorrow is Sunday, right? Or Saturday?
Tomorrow is Saturday, yeah. So I should be working tomorrow. I should. If for some weird fucking reason I'm not, then you know I'll let you guys know. We might be able to hang for tomorrow as well, but we'll see. I don't know. I got to figure out some shit of mine. So.
All right. So next thing is to finish this, right?
Yeah. When I come back, I'll go over this more with you guys. Shit, it's pretty cool and whatnot. We can go over and kind of go from there and look at shit. But
yeah, and I can tell you why Kakazu beats Madara in a fist fight. Got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I see Kakazu down there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep that tab. That's why I have it.
Oh yeah, I don't have to repost it. That's a win for me.
No, you're good. I'll keep it on mine. But let me get my thing. Alright, you guys take it easy.